so I guess we'll just see. I guess I should have caught that when I was on there.
Oh, that's all good. We'll figure it out. Welcome back to 92.3 WFKN's coverage of Franklin Simpson Wildcat basketball. I'm Cody Schuler with you on the call tonight. Alongside me is TV Tavius Babb, away at Todd County Central, way out here in the country in this beautiful picturesque scenery that is Todd County Central's high school. But I'll tell you what, it's a little bit of a draft for us, Franklin Simpson Wildcats, as our varsity Wildcat boys are going to be taking on the Rebels. We've got about 2 minutes and 20 seconds here before this one tips off. We're going to be looking at our Franklin Simpson boys. They're going to be in the all-black uniforms with the sort of University of Kentucky-like uniforms with the checkerboard sides. It's all-black uniforms with the royal blue numerals and lettering. And it looks like Todd County Central is going to be in all-white uniforms with red letters and numerals. TV, man, I like the looks of this court here. This is a good-looking high school court.
I mean, it really is. I love the red. I love they have the stage on the end
Yes.
Of the, I believe, the home team there, and the sound system sounds nice. I mean, everything is kind of looking together here.
Yeah, sometimes you don't know what to expect when you're going into environments that are a little bit more rural like this. But I will say this, too. I grew up right outside of Lexington, Kentucky. And this is exactly what my high school gym looked like. Exact same setup. You got open on one end, and then you got the stage on the other end. And it kind of brings me back to my roots a little bit. I'm not going to lie. It makes me feel good. A little bit nostalgic here tonight. But I was wearing the white and red jerseys, not the black and blue. Tonight, we're all about the black and blue. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get to some starting lineups. First for the Todd County Central Rebels. Starting for them is going to be number 22, Connor Holder. He is their second leading scorer at 8.6 points per game, followed by John Ross Cardwell, number 12. He's averaging 9.5 points per game. Then Antavian Shimwell, number 3. He's averaging 6.7 points per game. Then Brett Harris, number 14, the senior. He's averaging 4.8. And then Hunter Johnson, the junior. He's getting 3 points per clip. We're going to wait and see exactly what our guys' starting lineups are going to be. And looks like we're going to see Ja'Kai Bardinger, number 12, the junior. He's going to get a start, followed by Brody McAllister. He's been in double-digit scoring for 4 straight games. And Cam Ray. Cam's going to get the start. A floor general, wouldn't you say?
Oh, yeah. I mean, he is kind of taking on that role of facilitating for our team members. And what we've had this conversation with Cameron all the time. We want him to get involved and really put some shots up in the early quarter like he did last game.
That's right. Cam Ray, I mean, you can see a game completely rise and see these kids take off and run up and down the floor and get buckets at a high rate. When he's on, and sometimes it seems like the offense has really got to slow down and get into a half-court ball game whenever he's not on the floor to really push the tempo. And let's not forget Jameer Brooks, the sophomore. He's also going to be getting the starting nod for the Wildcats. They're heading into these starting lineups right now from the local PA announcer. And you know, one more thing that I want to point out that's just really bothering me about this place. They have what looks to be like, I don't know, is that an equipment room over there in the corner? Is that
I think so.
It looks like an equipment room. And they have half of their band set up on top of the equipment room with no guardrails or anything.
No.
And I am scared to death right now that one of those kids is either going to fall through that roof of that or they are going to just fall off the side.
I mean, especially when you're playing the drums as well as they do. I mean, you never know, I guess, what's going to happen.
No, I don't know what to think of this. This has got me, like, as a parent of 2 young children, like, this has got me a little tore up. But, hey, shout out their PA announcer. The guy's doing a great job, and he's, like, giving our kids some really great, like, shout-outs right now, too. Like, he's announcing them just exactly the same as he would their own home kids. And you know, that's some fantastic sportsmanship. You love to see that. I tell you what, I do some PA announcing myself. Oh, man, the lights go out. They've got smoke. They've got lights. Wow. look at this. This is a scene right here. I mean, okay, maybe I thought they were treating us right here with starting lineups. The lights are down. They've got spotlights running around. This is a show. Smoke. I mean, I didn't know we were walking into Chicago Bulls starting lineups here.
You know, Russellville last week, they kind of had the same treatment. They had kind of strobe lights coming down, and I mean, they were all popping circumstance, and they're starting lineups too. So it's kind of good. I mean, it's fun to see. It's fun for the kids, you know.
Absolutely, man. You know, we do this at WKU games. This is some news to me right here. I've never seen this at a high school game. It's usually just some starting lineups. The announcer gets loud, and you have fun with it, and that's the end of it. But no, man, they got Flo Rida getting into this one, bro.
I'm excited. Franklin off their first true away win last week in Russellville.
Yeah.
That was the first time they won truly as an away team, as a road team. I'm hoping to see them kind of take that momentum and continue to push it forward against these, you would say, kind of depleted.
Todd's had a difficult year. As the tip goes the Wildcats' way, Jakai sends it back in the backcourt to Cam. Cam's going to bring it up to the top key. Off to the wing goes to Jameer. Up to the top of the key to Cole Scher. He's going to send it back over to the right wing to Jakai, and he's going to get it inside to Cam. Cam's going to stop. He's looking for a pass. Missed call there. Oh, and Jameer loses a shoe. They're going to bring it back out. Cam's going to hold on for a second as he is going to start to drive, and he's going to penetrate and dish out to the left wing. Off the mark goes the three-pointer for Jakai.
But I did love to see they're having ball movement. They're not kind of playing solo ball. That was Coach Spencer's point of view last week.
Three-pointer is off the mark there for Harris of Todd County. And here comes Cam pushing it up the left side. He's going to look to penetrate again. And since it's Jameer's going to try to get all the way to the basket, and he is fouled.
You know, I talked about it last game at Russellville. I love to see Jameer attacking the basket. This whole team attacking the basket, not settling for jump shots, but really taking it to the defense. And so it's good to see Jameer kind of set that tone early.
Absolutely. Love to see the sophomore showing some aggressiveness. He lines it up, and he is off the back iron there on his first attempt. That foul went on number 14 for the Rebels, Brett Harris. It's going to be his first, team's first here in the first quarter. 0-0 ball game with 7:13 to go. Lines it up and knocks down the second one. We're looking at a 1-2-2 full court press here for the Wildcats. Led up by Jakai, and that's going to be a turnover to the Wildcats.
Yeah, and, you know, Jakai, his length really causes problems for the defenders. I mean, it's really hard to either get it around him because he kicks the ball all the time, and to get over him, he has incredible hops.
Yes. Cam gets it in to Brody McAllister. That's going to be an easy lay in there. Brody is on the board. Back into that 1-2-2 full court press, and they get it back to the middle, and they are going to send it around back into the middle, pushing it into the left corner. Isaac flies a three off the back iron. Jakai pulls down the board, and he's going to look to push. Todd County certainly has plenty of size. That is one thing they are not lacking of. This is a group of tall players. Thrown away there by Jameer, trying to get it down low to Brody. Going to be a timeout on the floor by the Rebels.
And the issue with Todd County kind of has been this year, and I kind of saw that in their game against Logan County last Friday, is that they just don't really get off to any hot starts. I mean, in that first quarter against Logan County last Friday, they only scored 2 points. And so for this team, they're going to have to put some points on the board and break the press like we kind of saw in one possession and get good quality looks. And, I mean, take it to Franklin because, I mean, we know Franklin doesn't have the size as we once did, you know, back when you think of the Taven Lovins and I mean, you think of these teams, and so now this team has transitioned to more perimeter base. And so if you're Todd County, you're going to have to drive it and break this press and get it inside.
Right, as Franklin moves to a 2-2-1 full court press now. And Todd County easily beats that, and they're moving the ball and get a wide open look at three. And it gets knocked down there by number 3, Antavian Shimwell. 3-3 ball game now.
And last game, Shinwell against Franklin Simpson was the catalyst to getting some offense going.
As Partinger misses one off the side of the basket, misses the runner. And here comes number 12, and that's going to be an offensive foul there on the Rebels. Cardwell. Good looking play there by Jameer Brooks. Going to be Wildcat basketball. Brooks is going to stay in. He's going to take it out.
Yeah, and Franklin Simpson, we talked about it all year long as well. I mean, they're really good at help defense. There's always somebody sliding, and usually it's Cam sliding in for the charge, but nevertheless, this team is willing to kind of take that punishment if it means forcing the turnover from the other team.
As the Rebels set up in the full court man-to-man press now. Possibly some run-and-jump style press as Cam just gets it up a little bit slowly there, waiting to get into the 5-out motion offense that the Wildcats do run up top to Brody, and he swings it across to Jameer. Jameer looks to penetrate, kicks it back out to Cole Scher, and he misses the three off the mark as he runs down the long rebound. And he's going to look to throw it to the middle, and Brody gets it and corrals it, and he's going to pick it up and misses the lay-in as he is fouled on the attempted putback. He's going to head to the line. That foul is going to go on number 12, John Ross Cardwell.
And Brody is just a smart player, even to missing the shot. I mean, he has been a monster on the offensive rebounds over the last couple games, and it seems like his efficiency and his scoring is just kind of ticked up as the season progresses.
He knocks down the first one. First of two free throws there. 4-3 ball game, 5:36 to go here in the first. So he's going to line up his second one. Brody, you got to love the aggressiveness here from the sophomore. Fight for the rebound. Jameer Brooks gets it and puts it back in. Strong work there from the sophomores as they set back up in the 1-2-2. Ja'Kai at top. They send it into the middle over to the corner. Oh, and they missed the chance there, did the Rebels. Shimwell sends it back around. Gets it. Wide open three. That is airballed there by the newly entered into the game, Jaden Glass. Glass, just a sophomore himself. Looks like they're going to try this run and jump, full court man-to-man press again. But nope, they're just going to back off this time.
And right now, Todd County is just kind of playing into Franklin's hands, shooting threes, 1 for 4.
Ja'Kai with the mid-range. 8-3 ball game with under 5 minutes to play here. Glass gets it to the middle, back out. Corner three there for Connor, off the mark. As you said, settling for long-range jumpers right now is the Todd County Rebels. Cole Scher gets the lay-in to go, the assist to Ja'Kai Partinger as they continue to get set back up in that 1-2-2, and it is giving the Rebels all kinds of fits. They continue to try to get it into the middle of the floor, but just have not been able to do so. Now they're set up.
Yeah, if you're Franklin, you're going to allow them to take as many three-point jumpers as you want to, keeping them out of the paint, making them really work for it.
Absolutely. They've been in that extended 3-2 zone whenever the Rebels have got it back into the half-court offense, but they have not done that very much. McAllister for three. It's good. 13-3 ball game with 4 minutes to play here in the first. The Wildcats have come out to play. Kickball there. Just as you were talking about the length of Ja'Kai Partinger. Here comes Logan Morris, Xavier Hampton, and Alan Johnson into the ball game for Scher, Brooks, as well as McAllister.
And, you know, talking about McAllister, in that last game against Todd Central, I mean, he went 5 for 6 from the field and had 12 points. He's, again, kind of just blossomed into a really solid role player, you know, starting to kind of get into that starting lineup and playing really good minutes.
And I tell you what, Ja'Kai Partinger looks like the most talented guy out on the floor right now. He is just all over the place on defense and offense. Foul goes on Xavier Hampton that time. Reach-in foul, kind of light. I'll tell you what, it slows up the pace here. Wildcats are in a man-to-man offense. It's hard to tell right there as they're switching that one. Long-range shot missed again, rebounded by Morris. Cam Ray pushes it up the middle. Behind the back, out to Alan Johnson. Corner three, off the mark. Shimwell pulls down the rebound, and he's going to push it. Oh, nope. There's an injury there on the floor. Calling for the coaching as well as the training staff. Don't know quite what happened there. We're going to hang out with you for just a moment. That young man's in pain. Let's all send up a prayer for Logan Morris right now.
Logan, I mean, he's been very valuable for this team. As far as one of the only two bigs we have on this team is, Cole Scherer is usually on kind of playing that fourth center position. When Logan comes in, he's kind of really playing that traditional big man role, catching the ball down in the paint, doing drop steps, little baby hooks, and I mean, it's really sad to see him go down. I couldn't really tell if it was non-contact or what.
Yeah, he was in there fighting for the rebound, and they're working out that knee right now. I don't know if he just knocked knees or somebody, or if he hyperextended it, or what exactly has happened. But I tell you what, these Wildcats have come to play here in this first period. They are up 13-3 with 3:20 to go. Just 3-1 foul count. 1 on the Wildcats, 3 on the home Rebels. Logan Morris has, as you said, played that traditional big man role. There's something to be said for size, and while he may not have it exactly in height, he more than makes up for it in strength as well as the maneuverability of his feet. He's got very good feet, and he understands the point of rooting someone out and using his body to get an advantage in making those rebounds. It may not show up every day in the scoring column, but he's getting his fellow teammates more and more looks at the basket, and that's exactly what this team needs, more looks at the basket.
Yeah, and just another athletic body to throw in there, too, if you're Franklin, especially on the defensive end when you're kind of running that, like you said, that 1-2-2 with Chaka at the top, and love to see him get up there. Looks like he's going to be helped off the court.
Yeah, absolutely. He's going to get away gingerly right now, and I'm just going to go ahead and assume that he's more than likely going to be done for the rest of this one. Prayers up for that young man. Hope that he's going to be okay, as it is still going to be Todd County Central ball. Nice little round of applause there for the senior Logan Morris. Still in that 1-2-2 zone. Shimwell gets out of the jam. Nice deflection there by Xavier Hampton out for the Rebels.
And Zay, I mean, he has kind of played that role, kind of like we talked about with the matchup, and really go to work.
Turnover there, just a miscommunication. Wildcats were in a half-court man defense that time. Tell you what, Johnson, he looks down low to Kamari Phillips. Kamari, short. Johnson, he looks down low to Kamari Phillips. Kamari, short. Oh, they steal it away. Great work there by Brody McAllister. Allen Johnson tries to line it up, and that's going to be off the mark. Cole Scherer with the rebound. Scherer, short again. Tries to get it put back up off the glass and in. Set up into that 1-2-2 zone now. They get it across half court. The Rebels have been breaking it, but I tell you what, even though they've been breaking it, you got to give them the Wildcat defense credit, because they have been forcing very rushed and outside shots. Shimwell into the lane, down low, off the mark, misses the layup, rebounded by Scherer. Here comes Cam up the left side. He's going to push into the middle, try to penetrate, get all the way to the basket. Good-looking layup there by Cam Ray.
And Cam can take it coast to coast, it seems like, on any play in transition, and he excels going downhill.
Up the right side, now come the Rebels. They're going to penetrate to the middle. Looked like a missed kick ball there, but Glass gets it and puts it up and in, gets the runner to go. McAllister in, downs it, and here comes, they're going to slow it down a little bit, does Ray.
Yeah, they're probably going to play for the last possession here.
19-8, 40 seconds to play. Coach Spencer calling out that 5-out motion offense. All the way, dangerous pass there a little bit by Johnson. He's going to swing it around to Kamari. I think you were right. Might be trying to hold it for the last shot. 25 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Hand off to Phillips, then around to Ray. Ray's going to bring it out. 18 seconds. Glass all the way up now on Cam Ray. Cam's going to not take a screen. And now he's going to take it from Scherer. He's going to look. Oh, misses. Turnover there. Let's see if McAllister can get it. Here comes Holder. Holder off the mark. There's the end of the first quarter. Wildcats leading 19-8. They come out on fire, cooled off just a little bit, but we got a little bit of an injury problem there to our senior Logan Morris. Prayers up for that young man. Hope he's okay. You're listening to Wildcat Basketball live on 92.3 WFKN. Thank you. That's working out good.
Yeah, it's great. It's kind of dead right now, the fans. I mean, it's decently competitive right now. If they could make some threes, it would be a lot closer.
Yeah. If they just get, they're 3 for 11 right now? Mm-hmm. I mean, if they got 2 more of those shots to fall, then they're right in this game. 11-point game right now, as is. All right. Welcome back to 92.3 WFKN's coverage of Franklin Simpson Wildcat basketball. I'm Cody Schuler on the call with you tonight. Alongside me is TB Tavius Babb away at Todd County Central as our varsity Wildcats are taking on the Todd County Central Rebels. As this game just got turned into 21-8. Make that, still 21-8 as the Rebels have missed the mark once again. Hey, TB, our Wildcats came out firing early on in this one. They were on top of it. We've got Cam sitting out of the game right now, so Jakai's going to bring it up the middle here and look to get into that 5-out motion offense. What did you like through that first quarter?
I mean, specifically with Franklin, they passed the ball very well. Offensive rebounding has kind of been a struggle for the team in general, but, I mean, they've just kind of really played well defensively, not allowing any inside shots by Todd County, and then offensively just scoring the ball efficiently as well.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jalen Hurts said it last night in the Super Bowl. Defense wins championships. And I believe that is especially true whenever it comes to high school basketball, because there's just not enough of good offensive skill players in high school basketball to be able to make that much of a crazy difference. So, a game like tonight, if you're not on it defensively, then you're going to have some troubles winning basketball games. A lot of dribbling there by Partinger as he sends it down low to Scherer. Scherer with the turnover, with the fall-away jumper off the mark. And that one's going to, foul call there on Jameer Brooks. I believe that's Jameer's first this ball game. He's going to side out for the Rebels.
And right now, Franklin Simpson, Brody McAllister leading the way with 6 points, and Colin Jakai following up behind him with 4. This team right now, although shooting 39% from the field, which is still pretty good in the high school level, they're just getting up so many shots. 23 shots in that first quarter.
Yeah, we talked during in between the quarter there. The Rebels are they're 3 for 12 right now from 3, and we said, if they get 2 more of those to fall, as they miss off the mark the first pull-up jumper I think I've seen them take all game long. If they get 2 more of those to fall, then they are really right back into this thing. But we are a couple of missed layups from this thing feeling too far away early on our end.
And right now in that Nova offense that Coach Spencer loves to run so much.
That's exactly right. That's Hampton. He's trying to get out. And it's going to be a turnover as he tries to send it out to the corner to Scherer. Shimwell's got it and bringing it up the middle. Here comes Shimwell. He's going to look to penetrate, but brings it back out. Over to Holder. Holder's going to send it out top there to Shutt. Back over to Shimwell. Head coach of the Rebels calling out play. Looks a bit like a flex offense. Sends it up the right wing. They're going to get Holder down low. A good-looking pass there by Johnson. Catches Holder on the cut. And here comes Jakai up the left sideline.
And that was their first look that they've converted that was open in the paint. And that's what they're going to need to do if they want to come back into the game.
Absolutely. 21-10, under 5 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Up top to Jakai. Jakai's looking to do it. Fakes right, goes left. He's going to try and back down. Fall-away jumper, short, but he is fouled. That foul looks like it's going to be on Spencer Poole. Nope, That one's going to be on Connor Holder, his first, as Ja'Kai heads to the line. He's going to line this one up. Big deep breath there. Lines it up. Releases. Off the iron. Tell you what, I know that missing so many free throws is probably driving Coach D. Spencer crazy right now.
It's probably driving him insane. He talks about it so much, is that this team needs to get better from the stripe, and a lot of those losses could have been turned into wins if they just shot 70, 80% from the line.
Yes. Ja'Kai gets the second one to fall as they line up into that 1-2-2 full court press into the middle. They're trying to back and forth pass it just a little bit, and there they go. They get that one into the middle. Knocked away right up the middle. Here comes Cam up to Ja'Kai, and Ja'Kai is going to get the lay-in to go. Good-looking assist there from Cam Ray to Partinger.
And I was going to say about Ja'Kai earlier, I mean, uncharacteristically, last game, he went, I want to say 5 for 6 from 3, kind of struggled from the mid-range, and now he's kind of finding his groove back in the mid-range. As
number 1, Spencer Poole, gets the runner to go. Cam gets it right back up here, the right wing. He's going to hand off to Partinger. Partinger, he's going to take the screen from Allen Johnson. He's going to send it down low to Johnson. Johnson gets the and one to go off glass.
And how many times this season have we actually seen Allen Johnson in the paint? We never see that. He's usually teeing up from the corner or the top of the key. So, I mean, it's always great to see Allen Johnson roll into the basket for once.
No kidding. Few and far between, as we're going to get to see number 15, Kason Hemshoot, the sophomore, enter into this one.
That's Eaton.
Eaton.
Yes.
Pardon me.
Update, though, on as Allen missed the free throw. Update on Kason, who went out earlier this season, had a surgery, looking good. Won't return for the season, but will be ready for football in the coming fall.
Good to hear. I know he's fantastic on the gridiron. As here comes Cole Scher, gets the lay-in to fall. Another good-looking pass there from Cam Ray, the floor general of this Wildcat team. Previous game stats, I noticed Allen Johnson was 3 for 7 from the field, 3 for 7 from 3.
That's his MO.
Hemshoot gets the lay-in to go as he gets around Johnson. Here comes Cam Ray pushing right back up into the middle. A little bit of a back and forth. And there's Johnson from 3. Gets that one to fall. That one was a splash from outside near the top of the key. 31-18 here in the second quarter. Full timeout call by the Wildcats. 3:09 to go. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with you. You're listening to Wildcat Basketball live on 92.3 WFKN. Thank you. Just one this time. All right.
I want to say Alex Eaton. I couldn't think of his first name. He doesn't play too often. He has gotten a few minutes, but I don't have the sheet in front of me for him specifically.
All good.
Hey, Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Our boys leading off this varsity doubleheader. Our girls still to come after this one at the usual 7:30 time. Rebel ball on their end of the floor as our Wildcats set up in that 1-2-2 zone. They get it up the right sideline now as they're going to try and settle it in and back it out front. Good ball movement from the Rebels. Seems so far everything has run through their point guard, Hemshoot. Hemshoot on the left side now. Up top. Swung back around to Spencer Pools. Pools going to lose it to Scher. Scher has got it. He's going to try to push. He's going to stop and bring it out front. Over to Johnson. Johnson eyes it, flies it, lets it go off the mark. Long as Scher brings down the rebound into the right corner. Allen Johnson and one again. My goodness, Allen Johnson rolling to the basket. Young man, where has that been all season long?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, again, I can guarantee this. That's the most 2-point attempts he's taken in the game. I'm almost certain of it this season because all he does is he does very well sit outside on the 3-point line, but him cutting in, it's looking dangerous for this Todd County team.
Lines up the free throw and gets that and one to fall. Well, Alan Johnson showing some good senior level basketball IQ in this Todd County Central game away from home. Over to the left side there to Glass, back out up top there. It goes 2-0. Swinging it around. Shutt's got it, sends it down low, back out into the left corner to Shutt. And that's way long. Air ball. Jakai, he's going to push it up the middle. He's going to try to get coast to coast all the way, and knocked off of his leg. Going to be Rebel basketball. He's upset with himself on that.
You know, before that shot for Todd County, they made their last 4 shots. They made their last 4 or 5 shots, but defensively, outside of that turnover, they just really haven't been able to get many stops this quarter.
They have not. Here comes Glass all the way up, and that's going to be a missed lay-in there by Johnson. Johnson's going to try to clog up the middle of the floor. That's going to be out into the right corner by Jakai. Jakai tries to get him to nudge on the jab step. He's going to run all the way around. Oh, that's going to be a back court turnover by the Wildcats. 34-17 ball game here in the second quarter. 1:37 to play. As here comes Jameer Brooks, the sophomore, into the game for Eaton.
And right now, Franklin Simpson, offensively, outside those last couple of turnovers, 48% from the field and 2 3-point makes. I mean, they're looking really good right now on the road.
They have played a fantastic ball game so far to this point, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Johnson over to Hemshoot. Hemshoot up at the top of the key, looking for his shot. Over to Shutt, back out to Hemshoot, and he's going to be off the mark. I think they're calling a double foul here, maybe? Is that what that was called?
Yeah, I believe they were fighting down low. They were fighting down low, I guess, for positioning on the rebound. They're calling a jump ball.
Yep. The arrow goes to the Wildcats. That foul was going to be on Johnson, and I think it was on Cam Ray, it looked like. Fighting for position down low, trying to box out. Nothing extravagant there. A minute to play here in the second quarter before halftime. Jakai sends it over to Cam. Cam down low to Cole Scher. Fakes left, goes right. Off the backboard, misses. Knocked out of bounds off the rebound attempt there by Scher.
I mean, that was an amazing move. The fake to the right got the defender jumping all the way to the right, and he had an open look, just couldn't finish it. Kind of got a little too hard off the glass. But, Again, Franklin Simpson right now, passing the ball-wise, has been amazing.
Yes, you got to give Cole Scher some credit there. It looked like he had a little bit of a dream. Hakeem Olajuwon, a little bit of a dream shake to it there. Nearly stolen away there from Hemshoot for the Rebels. Sent out front there to Holder. Holder eyes flies it, and it is in for 3. 34-20 with 35 seconds to play. Jakai is going to send it over to Ray. Ray's going to walk it up the middle of the court.
You know, that last game, Connor Holder was probably Todd County's best player in that ball loss. And I know they would want to get him a little more involved in the game. Him not really making too many shots so far in this game.
15 seconds to play here before halftime. Cam's got it, dribbling it out front. Set up for the screen, does Cole Scher, and he's going to try to kick it out to the side. Corner 3 by Jakai Partinger. Good. 3 seconds. Kick ball. 2.8 to go here before halftime. 37-20 ball game. Jakai Partinger nails the corner 3. Got his teammates up off their feet. Glass just going to send it in. They're not even going to attempt. Picked off there. That's going to count as a steal by Cole Scher either way, even though they can't get the shot attempt up. Well, tell you what, it's been a good outing so far for our Franklin Simpson Wildcats. Right here, we're heading into halftime. 37-20, Wildcats lead on live Franklin Simpson Wildcat basketball coverage on 92.3 WFKN. Thank you, Kendra.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big. I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Are you looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Away tonight at Todd County Central High School.
Hey, Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Make, and sometimes we've seen them try to jump into it off of a miss, and that is leading to lots of long jumpers, especially three-point jump shots by the Rebels, and they have just not been able to connect so far. What are you seeing from the Rebels' point of view?
Yeah, for the Rebels, 8 for 22 from the field and 3 for 13 from 3. I mean, again, it's just nothing's connected for them offensively. They're struggling to get it to half court, and when they get it across half court, they're not really finding any lanes to get it down low. They went on a little run right there halfway through the quarter when they made 4 shots consecutively, but outside of that throughout the game, they just really haven't found anything going.
Absolutely, and you know, we've talked and we've halfway joked about this, but I feel like it's almost just too important that we have to point it out again. Alan Johnson with 8 points here in this one, and I believe 5 of that, or 6 now, 5 of those points are coming from inside the arc.
Yeah, I mean, he 2 for 2 from inside 2-point range, and 1 free throw, and 1 for 4 from 3, which is kind of on the back the opposite side, because in the past few games or so he's been very efficient from 3. Had a streak of, I want to say it was 3 threes made in a game outside of that Barron County game in the last 4 or 5 games. So,
right.
I mean, it's kind of backwards to see him really getting some action inside the paint.
Yeah. I mean, you got to be proud if you're head coach D. Spencer at this point as to how well your senior has played. And they've been smart basketball, high-level IQ plays. He's cut when the lane has been open, and that's all about what that 5-out motion offense is going to be about. That would make Villanova head coach Jay Wright proud, the way that he has cut through the lane to this point and just got wide open passes, and he's got the lay-ins to go and been fouled each time that he's put up those jumpers. Maybe this is a little wrinkle that we're going to see heading down the stretch into the rest of district play as our Wildcats are going to look to earn a regional tournament berth whenever it comes to district tournament time. As the Todd County Rebels are heading back out onto the court, we're going to take one more break before we come back after halftime. You're listening to Wildcat Basketball live on 92.3 WFKN. I think you want to give us 3 on this one, Kendra, and then we'll be lined up ready to go for the start of third quarter. They really love their band here.
Oh, yeah. I'm down with it.
I can't say it on what they call the Ohio State band on the radio, but you probably know what they call the Ohio State band. Mm-hmm. And I went and watched Western play them not last season, but the season prior to that. And that band was absolutely one of the best shows I've ever seen. I mean,
was that the Michael Jackson one they did? Because they've done a lot. Last year they were it seemed like they got a lot of coverage, and they did a Michael Jackson one. I believe
where he moonwalked.
Yeah, I can't remember if that was the Western game or not, but I mean they're really good.
So at the Western game, they actually lined up WKU and turned that into the state of Kentucky.
Oh wow!
And it was just awesome. I've always been blown away by the marching aspect of what they do there. Just so seamless and cool looking.
I've always had a love for like bands. Growing up, we would always go to Tennessee State games, and I mean obviously love the football and basketball, but football-wise, they had an amazing band, and they would do like fifth quarter kind of thing. So bands would play for 30, 45 minutes after the game, and we just sit there and listen to them. And it's.
Hey, I don't think that TSU is technically an HBCU, but HBCU bands. Oh, they are?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Okay, so HBCU bands are legit.
No, all of them. Yeah, they really are. They had what was it? Was it Arkansas Pine Bluff? There was one of them that went and played at WrestleMania for Cody Rhodes.
Yes.
I can't remember which one it was. Maybe it was Georgia State. It's probably not Georgia State. Georgia State? Or Georgia?
I think it was Georgia State.
Georgia State. Yeah.
Because I don't think Georgia Southern is in that classification.
Did you keep up with points for the other team or no? No. So I can kind of go through all the points for all of our guys to halftime if you want me to.
Yeah. I'll do the intro and one more time,
sponsor.
And then I'll toss it to you. Welcome back to 92.3 WFKN's coverage of Franklin Simpson Wildcat basketball. I'm Cody Schuler with you on the call tonight. Alongside me is TB Tavius Babb away at Todd County Central High School out past Elkton as our varsity Wildcats are taking on the Rebels. Right now we are sitting at 37-20 with 20 seconds left to go before we start this third quarter. The second quarter tonight was brought to you by Wilkins Eye Care. At Wilkins Eye Care, we love the Wildcats and support all of the players and coaches' eye care needs. We're accepting new patients, so call us at 270-776-2020 to make an appointment with Wilkins Eye Care in Franklin, Kentucky. TB, tell us some stats, brother.
Yeah, so Jakai Partinger led the way for scoring in the at halftime with 10 points, shooting efficiently. Alan Johnson had 8. Cole Scherer, Brody McAllister, both 6 on the game. Jameer Brooks, 3. Xavier Hampton, 2. Cameron, 2. And that has made up your Franklin Simpson scoring so far.
All right, as the Rebels inbound this one here starting the third quarter, 37-20 ball game. And it looks like Wildcats are going to be locked into a switching man-to-man defense in the half court right now. Rebels got it. Left side. Holders send it out to Himshoot. Out to Cardwell. Back over to Holder. Holder. Skilled basketball player. Over to Cardwell. Back out up top to Himshoot. Partinger up on the ball right now. Tell you what. Wildcats sat down in defense right now. They are looking good. On their toes. Switching. Holder. There's going to be a corner 3 there. Does not fall. Cole Scherer gets the ball back out.
And it's safe to mention, rebounding the wall, Franklin Simpson, a masterclass, 21 total rebounds as a team in this game compared to Todd County. I have only 5. They could have a little bit more, but, I mean, defensively wise, they're not really missing too much.
Right. Brooks at the top of the key. Over to Ray. And then back out up top to Partinger. There's going to be a foul call. That one's going to be on Johnson, 23 for the Rebels. His second foul. Or no. They called that on Brody. I'm sorry. I saw Jakai get tripped up there, and I thought that they called a foul on Johnson trying to hold him back. But I guess Brody was a little too ambitious with his play there. And there, dip down low, Holder to Johnson. And the Rebels get on the board there first here in the third quarter. 37-22 with 6.5 to go in the third. Ray brings it up the floor. He's going to send it over to Cole Scherer on the right side, and he's going to try to dump it down to Brody McAllister. He's in the short corner. He's dribbling around, gets around his man, puts up the jumper, and it goes.
I mean, Brody McAllister, that was a sweet move right there. Again, he's kind of showing that he, as a scorer, has become a lot better over the course of the season.
Absolutely. He's been very efficient so far in this ball game, and efficiency can definitely help win you some ball games. Wildcats missed that one, and John Ross Cardwell gets the runner to go. Here comes Cam Ray up the right side, and he's going to try to get that one to go. Knocked out of bounds by Johnson as he's trying to get it down low to Scherer.
And Todd County putting together a couple of good possessions to start out, going 2 for 3 in the quarter so far. They can keep up that pace and play some good defense.
Great look there from the baseline out to Cole Scherer off the inbounds. Cam Ray does the no-look pass and fools the defense and gets that one to fall. 41-24 now in this ball game.
I don't mind that kind of jinx for our team.
Absolutely not. Himshoot got it up top, trying to motion in their offense where to go. Down into the right wing now as the Rebels continue to try to look for it. And McAllister, he's going to fight for it, and he rolls over the top of Johnson. My goodness, he took it, and he completely rolled over the top of him almost as a running back. And Partinger now gets it in the short corner, pulls it up for 2 off the mark, but Brooks gets the rebound, misses the lay-in. McAllister's got to hands it to Brooks. Brooks off the mark again. McAllister, there's a fight for the rebound, and here comes Himshoot. He's pushing it up the left side. He's going to try to get to the baseline. Almost loses it. He's going to send it out to Holder. Holder to Cardwell. Ooh, Brooks thought about trying to get after that one. Back out top to Himshoot. Things have run through Himshoot very much so tonight as he gets the tough runner to go.
And right now, they're leading the quarter 6-4 against Franklin.
Cole Scherer loses the ball to Johnson, but then he gets it back. Going to be a timeout Wildcats. D. Spencer doing what I would be considered a very wise timeout there because our boys are getting a little bit sped up now in the half-court offense. They're just they're not exactly what I call lackadaisical, but their minds are moving faster than what their bodies can.
Yeah, I mean, outside that under the basket out of bound play, and they haven't really found good quality offense to start off. So, like you said, a good timeout to kind of settle your boys down. You're going to have the ball, I believe, on the side of the baseline. I don't think you're going to have it under the basket, but you might. If you do, I mean, this is kind of where you see coaching excel. We like those OATs, as we call them, plays that happen after the timeout, that's where you kind of show or get your easiest and best looks.
Right, absolutely. Looks like we are going to be a baseline out. 41-26 with 4.5 to go here in the third quarter. Tonight's third quarter is brought to you by Clark CPA and Advisory Group at 927 Brookhaven Road. Ja'Kai Partinger, 3 out of the left corner, splash. 44-26 now, as we were saying. The Clark CPA and Advisory Group is at 927 Brookhaven Road in Franklin. As a former athlete at Franklin Simpson High School, Tanner Clark knows a thing or two about basketball and a thing or two about money. That must be nice. Tax questions or issues that you need consultation for? Need bookkeeping or payroll done? Tanner and his team do it all. Call them at 270-586-9899. As the Rebels got it on the right side, they're going to try to push it around. And Holder's got it now on the left wing. Up top to Cardwell, back over to him. Shoot. He's going to dribble it around the top of the key. He's going to hand it off now. Over to Cardwell. Cardwell's got it up top around the logo. He's going to try to break down. Share off dribble. Now he's going to think twice about it. He's going to hand it off to Cardwell. Over to him, shoot. They're just kind of seeing some time go now.
Yeah, I mean, they're not getting the ball inside at all.
Whew. Holder knocks down a good-looking three-point shot there. Ray pushes it up the left side. Now he's going to think about pushing it in the middle. Scher's got it. Back over to Ja'Kai. Ja'Kai is going to send it up top to Brooks. Brooks at the top of the key. Over to Scher. Down low to McAllister. McAllister with the turnaround off the glass. It's good. Tell you what, he's just been money so far in this one.
4 for 6 from the field. 10 points for him. And getting close to that double-double for him. Six rebounds total.
Whoa. My goodness, that's going to be a foul call there on Cam Ray. But he got, looks to be a whole lot more ball than anything else right there. That's going to be Cam's second foul. Waiting to come into this one is Alan Johnson, Xavier Hampton, and remind me who number 10 is. Number 10.
Easton Kelly.
Easton Kelly. My goodness. Well, I could not find his name right there. My Lord. Rebels inbound and send it up top to Holder. Holder become a dangerous offensive player so far here in the third quarter. You got to praise some second half adjustments that's apparently happened by the Rebels head coach. 17-point ball game here with 2:40 to play. Him shoot from 3 off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Whoa, and a great play there by Shutt. He threw it between his legs off the leg of Ja'Kai Partinger.
Yeah, but that was pretty athletic from him. And I know on the other end, Cameron wanted a foul on Control Hayes. They were kind of fighting down low as the mismatch was down there. But
yes. Control Hayes, he's got it down low. Swatted. Ja'Kai Partinger, get that out of here. Glass tips it from Hampton. Hampton sends it over. Oh, and here comes Partinger right down the middle of the lane. He gets fouled, but I tell you what, gets it to go.
Yeah, and right now Franklin is scoring at will in this third quarter, 5 for 7, and then 1 from 3. I mean, they're just not missing, not turning the ball over too much, and right now Todd County just doesn't have an answer defensively.
No, they do not. 48-29 with under 2 minutes to play here at this point. Partinger was fouled on both arms on that previous play, but refs swallowed the whistle. Glass with a deep 3 off the mark, rebounded by Ray. Ray's going to try to push it up the middle, got his head up. You got to love that right there. Sees nobody in the middle. He pushes it, misses the left-hand runner off the glass. Him shoot, sends it up to Holder. Holder's going to try to push. Off the mark. And there's a foul on the rebound by Glass. Looks like he was fouled by Xavier Hampton. Got him for a push in the back there. Glass looks like he's going to head to the line for 2, but here comes Brody McAllister back into the game. And then, as well, John Ross Cardwell for the Rebels. And here comes Kamari Phillips. Maybe. Yep, there he goes. He wasn't sure at first, but then he went.
And, you know, that's probably one of the things that Coach Spencer has talked about from this Franklin Simpson offense is the lack of missing layups as 3 just fired up. Golly.
Yeah. Holder short on the 3, and there's going to be a foul call on number 0 for the Rebels. 0's Devin Shutt. It's going to be his first. Nope, they're going to call it his 3rd foul. Is that what I just heard?
I believe so.
Yeah.
But back to those layups, I mean, that's probably one of the things that Coach Spencer looks to is them making their open layups.
Lefty three off the mark for Kamari Phillips. Glass has got it on a run out, and he's going to try to get it and gets the lay-in to go around Kamari Phillips. Inbounds to Ja'Kai Partinger. As Cam Ray is out of the game now, he usually handles those point guard duties. Kamari Phillips off the left wing now. He's going to send it to Easton Kelly into the lane with the runner. It's good.
And right now the offense is just moving perfectly. People are moving off the ball, finding open lanes, cutting, and uncontested layups and floaters. What else could you ask for Franklin?
Absolutely. They have looked great here in this third quarter. About a half a minute to play here. The Rebels take a deep three, way off the mark, and that's going to be an air ball. 32 seconds to go as Franklin Simpson leads 31-50. Tell you what, love seeing getting half 100 here in the third quarter if you're a Franklin Simpson fan, which we are.
You know, we've talked about it over the past couple of years. Whenever this Franklin team, as they're probably going to hope for the last shot, when this Franklin team would hit that 50 mark, they would be more apt to win. But this season, it hasn't been quite like that. Typically now, it's been on their defense to really hold these teams under 50.
Absolutely. I really like that Holder-Partinger matchup right there as he was lined up on him as Brody McAllister short on the layup. Oh, and he pulls down the rebound and is immediately fouled there by number 45, Kentrell Hayes.
Another offensive rebound. I mean, he's laughing it off because he kind of missed a little bunny right there. But
sure did.
That's 4 offensive rebounds and 7 total for Brody. Again, like you said, he's floating with that double-double.
Yep.
And they're going to bring in Cam under the basket, out of bounds plays. Their best facilitator. Seems like he has eyes everywhere on his head to find the open man. So I think we're going to maybe see even an Allen Johnson 3.
Yeah.
Kind of him swinging to the corner.
2.3 seconds to go here in the third. Let's see what kind of look they can get as they go for the alley-oop, and they miss it. Jump ball with less than a second to play. Kentrell Hayes wrestled that one away from Cole Scher, but it's still going to be a baseline out of bounds for the Wildcats. I don't know if they're going to be able to get this one to go yet. 0.7 of a second to go, and Partinger 3 splashes it. They're going to count it. It's good. My word. What an absolute monster of a third quarter for our Franklin Simpson Wildcats. Ja'Kai Partinger, junior leader of this team. My word. What's that put him up to now?
That puts him up to 18 points, 7 for 11.
My word. 7 for 11 from the field. He is 3 for 4 from 3, 75%, 0.7 of a second, and got that one to fall. And that puts our Wildcats up 53-31 here. Heading into the fourth quarter. That third quarter was brought to you by Clark CPA and Advisory Group at 927 Brookhaven Road in Franklin. As a former athlete at Franklin Simpson High School, Tanner Clark knows a thing or two about basketball and a thing or two about money, tax questions, or issues that you need consultation for. Need bookkeeping or payroll done. Tanner and his team apparently do it all. Call them at 270-586-9899. Man, tell you what. This has been a fun game as we see our Lady Cats. They're all ready for their regional matchup. We'll talk some more about that one after this boys game is all wrapped up. And Todd County Central Rebels going to have a side out, and here it comes to him shoot. They're down big time here at home by 22 now to the Wildcats. Holder into the corner. He's got Kamari Phillips on him. Phillips pokes it away. Good-looking defense there from Phillips.
And again, I mean, through these first 3 quarters, Franklin Simpson has just put on a good defensive battle as holding this team well under 40% from the field and well under 20% from 3.
Absolutely. They put on an absolute offensive clinic there in the third quarter for this Franklin Simpson Wildcat team, even though they put on a clinic on defense throughout the whole first half of this ball game. Allen Johnson fighting for the rebound, pulled away by Xavier Hampton. He's going to push up the left side. He's going to look to Easton Kelly down low. Out to Kamari Phillips, swung around to Brooks, and Brooks is going to swing it to Johnson. Johnson for 3! Oh, off the mark. That would have been beautiful basketball right there. Even though Brooks pulls it down, fights for the rebound, and is fouled on the putback attempt.
Yeah, we talked about it. 13 offensive rebounds for this Wildcat team. I mean, they, on every aspect of the game so far, they have been near perfect, and that's what you ask for this team, especially on the road.
Absolutely, as Jameer Brooks upset with himself as he misses the free throw there. Lined it up and just off the mark. Brooks, the left-hander. As he lines up his second one, sends it, and it is good. Bottom of the net. Here comes Todd County.
This Todd County team right now shooting 4 from 20 from 3.
My word, that'll make a ball game tough for you, as Holder gets fouled on his attempt going to the basket by Alan Johnson.
And right now, like I said, you got a commanding lead. You don't foresee a comeback unless Holder just goes for 30 in the quarter as he makes the first one. I mean, what do you think? What looks good to you for this Franklin Simpson team?
Everything. Everything, if we're being honest with each other right now, and everybody listening or watching with us on Franklin Simpson Channel 9. I tell you what, there hasn't been anything so far that has not worked for the Wildcats so far. As Johnson finds Xavier Hampton. Hampton decides to just try to put it in, misses the glass shot, and gets his own rebound and misses the putback attempt off glass that time. That's when you want to see him go off the glass to start with, as Holder lines up 3 and off the mark. As Brooks pulls down the rebound, and he's going to push. He's going to pull it out, though. Listens to his coach. Sends it over to Johnson, into the corner to Hampton. Hampton's going to pull it back out, up top to Phillips. Phillips fakes the pass and sends it over to Johnson on the left wing. Back out up top to Brooks. Brooks gets Johnson down low. Misses the lefty lay-in. Oh, man.
Again, he's really putting in work down low.
He sure is, man. I would have loved to have seen him knock that one down. As Glass misses the three-point attempt. Kamari Phillips blocks off the attempted rebounder there for the Rebels. It's going to be a baseline out for the Wildcats.
And we've seen this for this Todd County team in the 3 of the 4 quarters where they've started off shooting 3 threes straight off the back, not really attacking or driving.
Yeah, right now we're seeing Ray and Partinger get some rest as Hampton misses another one. And that one's tapped out. Here comes Alex Eaton into the ball game for the Wildcats. Looks like we're going to be resting our starters, if I was to guess, the rest of the way with 5:56 to go here in the fourth. A 21-point lead for the Wildcats, 54-33, as Himshoot brings it up the right side. Himshoot for 3, off the mark. Alex Eaton runs down the rebound. And, there was a missed push. The home team wanted a travel called right there as Easton Kelly gets it across half court over to Brooks. Brooks thinks about throwing it down low, but they're going to run this offense and try to run a little bit of clock, I do believe. Over to Kamari Phillips. Kamari dribbling around up at the top of the key. Sends it over to Brooks now. Brooks lets the 3 go. Off the mark. Holder got it. He's going to push it over to Glass. Glass is going to try to get to the middle of the lane. And that shot is swatted straight down.
And right now they just can't get any offense going. They're 0 for 5 in the quarter. And, right now, like we said, I feel like for the past 5 minutes being repetitive, this Franklin team, no matter who's on the court, is just doing numbers defensively.
They sure are. And you know what that boils down to? 2 things, effort and coaching. That is exactly what that boils down to. Easton Kelly's got it on the left side, and he's going to look to push into the middle of the lane. And he's got it over to Brooks on the right side. Brooks is going to swing it around to Johnson. Johnson, long 3. Ooh, off the mark. Eaton knocks it out of bounds. Going to be Todd County's ball.
I think Coach didn't want that long 3 right there. I know he's hit him sometimes, but maybe at this point not the best time for that kind of shot.
Johnson was a little unhappy with himself for missing it, being off the mark. Holder turns another 3 loose. Rebounded by Todd County Central. And they're going to try to push into the middle of the lane. The jumper is off the back of the rim. As Johnson comes away from the rebound, hands it over to Brooks. Brooks is going to slow the pace a bit here. The defense has been the calling card for the Wildcats through the first 3 quarters. And I tell you what, Johnson wanted to take that one. He looked up at the rim, and it was almost like he let out a sigh, like, oh. He wanted to let it go. But, timeout Wildcats. 4:11 to play here in the fourth quarter. That's going to be a full timeout for the Wildcats. They're leading 54-33. We're going to take a quick break and be right back with you. You're listening to Wildcat Basketball live on 92.3 WFKN. Just a minute. Ought to be good for us. Yeah.
Hey, Kendra, are we a little quiet? I got a couple of texts saying that we were a little quiet over the radio. I said, I got a couple of texts that we were a little quiet on the radio. Are you hearing this well? Yeah. Okay, I just want to make sure. I was like,
tell them turn it up, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said. Turn the radio up, I guess, but I don't know. Are you doing the Pelican snowball part of the game? Did he tell you about that?
Yes.
Okay.
Sweet. Yep, I got one of those.
All right. You got a medal?
No.
Okay.
No medal. Welcome back to 92.3 WFKN's coverage of Franklin Simpson Wildcat basketball. I'm Cody Schuler on the call with you tonight. Alongside me is TB, Tavius Babb, away at Todd County Central as our varsity Wildcats are taking on the Rebels. Right now we are in the middle of the fourth quarter with 3:40 to go here in the fourth quarter as the Wildcats have just turned it over for 2 straight times, and here comes 4 starters right back into the game. Coach D. Spencer's seen enough out of his sub players after 2 straight turnovers. I tell you what, it's been that kind of game where he can be upset enough to do a massive substitution. Leaves Jameer Brooks in the game. And here comes Partinger, Scherer, McAllister, as well as Cam Ray. It's a 54-36 game. It's going to be a blocking foul on Ja'Kai Partinger as Himshoot is looking to get to the basket.
Well, they got that on Cole. I think he was the one that tried to take the charge and was on the side of him and didn't look like he got completely in front of him.
The way Ja'Kai went down, I thought that foul was going to be on him. As Holder, that's a travel. Absolutely on that one. Cardwell took off running. He got about 4 steps in, and almost felt like before he even started to dribble. Under 3.5 minutes to play here. 54-36. Wildcats on top. Jameer Brooks on the left side over to Ray, into the corner, goes to Scherer. There goes Partinger into the middle of the lane. He's going to get way up, attempts to dunk, and it does fall. It wasn't clean, but it went in.
I know he wanted that. He wanted to flush that one home.
Oh, yeah, he sure did. Don't know quite. He had the height on that one, as the Rebels got it here on the right wing. Nice looking behind the back, step back jumper, and that's going to be way short. Rebounded by Brooks. He's going to pick it up rather than let it go in. Over to the right side goes to Ray. And Brody McAllister, he's going to go baseline. Spins around over to Parcher. Up top to Scherer. Good ball moving over to Brooks. And into the corner goes to Ray. Ray is going to, a missed call there. Another mass substitution for the Wildcats. Everybody coming out this time. Here comes Howard. Here comes Charles Davis. Here comes J.C. Roby. Here comes Alex Eaton. And Demetrius Lofton. Clear the bench now. Under 2.5 minutes to play. Still a 20-point lead for the Wildcats. Glass, the lefty 3. Banks it in from the left wing. My word. I tell you what, I almost feel like he deserved that one for as many as he's missed tonight. But my goodness, short corner jumper for the Wildcats is good. Demetrius Lofton gets on the board. 2 minutes to play right here in the fourth quarter.
You know, we got our JV team looking to get some minutes here and play some good defense. And, they called a foul, I guess, on the floor on Alex. But you love to see it. I personally would have loved – I love a blowout win. But I also love when this team can kind of really work on closing games because that's kind of been a struggle for them this year.
Absolutely. Oh, that's called a blocking foul there on J.C. Roby. But I tell you what, he looked like he was set up very well. I just guess that's just kind of the bottom line with how that's going to go. But credit to you, J.C. Roby. I see you. As Glass knocks down his first one, 58-40 game, under 2 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. We're going to have a Pelican Snowball player of the game after this. Glass gets them both to go. Pelican Snowballs, with over 100 snowball flavors, Pelicans is the perfect place for you and your family to get a treat. Be on the lookout for the start of their next season. Charles Davis fouled on the shot attempt. A good-looking pass as Davis was cutting down the lane from Eaton. Double clutched a bit there and couldn't quite get the ball up, but still, nice-looking shot attempt as he's going to go to the line for 2.
And you love to see the starters still involved in the game. They kind of jumped up and started clapping, just
yes.
You always love to see your teammates succeed, especially those that don't get, the minutes. They don't get the number called as often.
Absolutely. Davis missed the first free throw. Let's see if he can get the second one. Short on that one. Hampton fighting for the rebound, and he comes away with it. Roby for 3. Off the mark. Eaton gets the rebound. Putback attempt is good. Alex Eaton. Holder out to Glass. Glass up to Himshoot. Himshoot with an open 3. Can't get that one to fall. Going to be a foul down low. That one's going to go against the Rebels. Number 14, Fred Harris. 4 fouls now on the Wildcats in this quarter. 3. Roby's got an open lane. He's going to get all the way to the basket. It's good. Big smile on that young man's face right there after getting that one to go. And he's going to come back down the floor after he hustled and got a deflection. J.C. Roby, have yourself a fourth quarter, young man.
I remember watching some game of him in middle school specifically, and he was one of those impact players. And so as he continues to develop and grow as a player, I just expect him to continue to shine.
Yes. I tell you what, J.C. Roby, I know that he's a sophomore, but that young man looks like he is easily the youngest player on the court. Easton. Oh, Alex Eaton, excuse me. Whoa, big boy basketball right there. Footwork, turn around, got the strong pivot to go. J.C. Roby's going to push it up the floor this time. He's going to send it down low to Alex Eaton. Alex Eaton, he was fouled there, but whatever. Wildcats get it over to Demetrius Lofton. Lofton gets another one to go. 66-41. 15 seconds to go here. Glass throws up a 3. It's no good. Here comes Xavier Hampton. He's going to see the clock. 10 seconds to play. Looks like this one's going to be finished up. 66-41. Wildcats all over the home Todd County Central Rebels. A great-looking win for head coach Dee Spencer and his staff as we're going to get ready for the main event. Our Lady Cats, one of the top-ranked team in the region. We'll talk more about them here in just a moment. But tonight's fourth quarter is brought to you by Pelican Snowballs. With over 100 snowball flavors, Pelicans is the perfect place for you and your family to get a treat.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Are you looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Had 8 assists. Golly. Sheesh.
Hey, Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Schuler, I've been on the call with you tonight. Alongside me is TB Tavius Babb. We're away right now at Todd County Central High School as our varsity Wildcats have been taking on the Rebels. They came away with a win 66-40 here at Todd County. We are visiting tonight, and we've had a big-time game here for our boys. There wasn't a whole lot that you didn't like, if we're being honest. It was the 77 that they dropped on them. I think it was 6 days ago. But I tell you what, this matchup right here, it felt very efficient. It felt very deliberate. It felt aggressive. And our boys didn't have a whole lot of nonsense in this matchup. There was, I see head coach D. Spencer heading up the steps on his way here. Hey, before we go, TB, tell me what you liked.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the efficiency of this team was top-notch tonight. Again, you love to see them kind of playing this style of basketball.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot.
The starters for our girls team, as well as the Todd County Central Lady Rebels. Head coach D. Spencer, congratulations. Good win there tonight for our Franklin Simpson Wildcat boys.
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah, man.
Thought the guys played hard, man.
Yeah. I tell you what, your guys, I said it was a tale of two halves, really. The fourth quarter, obviously you got in a lot of your subs, a lot of our JV guys. They got some runs, some PT, and but that first half could have been, just in my opinion, completely described by your defense. That 1-2-2 full court press off of every made basket really, while it wasn't necessarily creating a ton of turnovers, it had them sped up so much to where they just took a ton of threes and throughout that one. 3 for 13 from distance in that first one. Tell me what you liked about your team defense.
Well, I mean, I think it really it gets us ready, gets us playing better. We don't have to steal it every time. We just want to, like you said, we want to speed teams up. And if we can secure that rebound, it allows us to play faster. And I think our guys play better when it's more of a running type of game, getting up down the floor a little bit. So, the press it's been good for us.
Absolutely. I love seeing a press off of a made basket like that. It's just a good-looking thing to see coming in after we get a made basket. And then you turn around to the third quarter and just a masterclass of offensive output from our Wildcats. I think it was the best quarter of basketball that I've watched our guys play all season long. It was beautiful. It was efficient. There was ball movement. There was nothing that really just seemed to look out of place or wrong. They made the correct passes each and every time. It looked like you had went in and made the just great changes at halftime, the ones that needed to be made on the offensive end, because they came out and they absolutely distributed and made baskets.
Well, we talk about ball movement all the time. When the guys are moving the ball, it opens up driving lanes, cutting lanes, and we're trying to get them to read their screens. And a lot of people we like to go backdoor, like to curl around those. I thought the guys did a great job of just moving the ball, man. When we move that ball, popping it.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank, is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Yes, good, yes. And, we got to have Cam and Jakai stay out of foul trouble. And, when he can play an entire game like that without fouling, it's good for us.
Looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
Foul on him against the other team's center, Johnson, when he was fighting to box out down low. Double foul. He was fighting for a rebound to get position to get the board.
Well, everybody thinks they can post Cam up because he's small, but he is super duper strong. We don't mind him guarding in the post because people are not going to be able to move him.
No, he's got a good strong base there.
Yeah.
And you hate to really call it a star of the show or anything like that. But whenever you have the efficient night that Jakai Partinger had, shooting 8 for 12 from the field, hitting 20 points, Jakai was big time tonight.
Well, he's showing what he can do when he's taking good shots. It's the quality of shots for him.
Absolutely.
When he's taking good shots, he makes them.
Yes.
It's just a matter of him, being selective. And he wants to score now, but it's just a matter of him taking good shots, and then the guys do a good job of moving the ball and try to get him where he can score.
Hey, Jakai wants to score. I want him to score too.
I do too.
My favorite play probably of the game, I don't know if you could call it the play of the game or not, but it just, in my opinion, the one that stood out more than anything, 0.7 seconds on the clock before halftime. 0.7. And your offense sets up a play, and I don't know what plays you're talking.
Into the third.
Was it in the third?
Yeah, it was on this end, yeah.
Into the third on our left end right here. 0.7 seconds. There was, I think there was 2.7, and then there was a fight for a rebound, and it got tied up, and then our guys got it back, and the arrow was to us. 0.7 seconds left, and I said, okay, well, I don't think we can get it away. I told TV, I don't think we got enough time to get that one up. Into Jakai, corner 3, splashed it.
Well, he told me, he said, Coach, get it to me so I can shoot it. I said, all right, well, we're going to spread him out and see if we can catch him sleeping. And he was able to catch and get it off. So, Jakai has put in the time, man. He has. He's just, again, today, he was shooting before the game by himself, before anybody got there. He's just working on his game. And it showed the last 2 games that if you leave him open, he's going to score. So, we're proud of him.
Absolutely. 3 for 4 from distance. Jakai Partinger, I think it's safe to say that we call him our Pelican Snowball player of the game.
I'd say so.
Yeah, that feels pretty good tonight. Tonight's Pelican Snowball Franklin player of the game is Jakai Partinger. And with over 100 snowball flavors, Pelicans is the perfect place for you and your family to get a treat. Be on the lookout for the start of their next season coming up real soon. We're in February, almost to March. And you know what March means, Coach? March
that
Madness.
time of the year, baby.
That
Favorite time of the year, man. I love it.
Absolutely, man. You got 4 games left here to wrap up this season. I think this will probably be my last call with you here on the end of the season. But, man, it's been a pleasure. I'm loving seeing what your guys are doing, and I hope to see a regional tournament berth for you guys here at the end of the season.
Well, me and you both. It's going to be tough, man. We've got to be ready to play now. Probably going to have to play Russellville, it looks like. So we know what that's going to entail. They put us out last year, so the guys are real hungry to play. So we got to take it one game at a time, though. We got to focus on Logan County on Friday, and we'll see what happens. We got to make sure they understand it. The first time we played them, it's not the way we play basketball, and we'll be better Friday.
Absolutely. Well, good luck to you this Friday. That's been head coach Dee Spencer coming off of a 66-40 Wildcat win right here at Todd County Central High School over the hometown Rebels. Coach Dee Spencer, thank you, sir.
Appreciate you, boss. Thank you.
Yes, sir. This has been Wildcat Basketball live on 92.3 WFKM, but don't turn that dial. We are 12 and a half minutes away from coming at you with our Lady Cat versus the Lady Rebel basketball game. We're just a short time away from that, so stick with us right here on 92.3 WFKN.
K-A-Y.
Shyla K?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't have a number for her, but that's okay.
Collins.
Chloe Collins, probably.
Yep.
Number 4.
Shimwell.
What was it?
Shimwell.
Shimwell.
Jordan Shimwell. And then Ballard.
Catherine Ballard. All right,
and
there
then
we go.
Deanie Dars.
Well, yeah, we better get them.
We got Larisha.
Yeah.
Lanaya Brown. Chloe Smith. Jasmine Savage. And Vanessa Ray.
Ray and Savage. All right, sweet.
There you go.
Now we're ready. Be like starting all over, I guess.
Yeah. Did you already go through all the stats for all the players?
I didn't quite hit them all,
okay.
but yeah.
Let's
Welcome in, everyone, to 92.3 WFKN, sending out all of today's best country music in Franklin and Simpson County with Will Cody in the morning. Also streaming on 923WFKN.com, or you can also tune in and watch the game on Franklin Simpson's Channel 9 YouTube and Facebook pages. My name is Cody Schuler, and I will be filling in tonight for your varsity Lady Cats basketball coverage. Alongside me in his usual color analyst role is TB, Tavius Babb. Tyler Eaton will be back with you this coming Friday night. TB, man, how you feeling so far through that first game?
Oh, I love to start the night off with a win. It was a dominant win, and so I'm expecting another dominant win in the same kind of fashion for these Lady Cats.
Absolutely. Tonight we are coming to you all the way from Todd County Central High School, the home of the Rebels, where our boys just won big time, 66-40. Now it's time for the second game of the evening here on this cool February Monday night out in the country, where we look to our Lady Cats to continue their dominance of the 4th Region of 13th District play as they take on the Todd County Central Lady Rebels. When they met in our house, our Lady Cats turned up the defensive pressure and come away with a masterful performance, winning 52-14. No, that's not a typo. 52-14, the least amount of points the Lady Cats have allowed all season long with their incredible defense. And the only major takeaway from that game TV, is this. Our girls flat out got after it on the defensive side of the ball and did not let up for 4 quarters.
Yeah, I mean, they were just completely dominant defensively in that first and second quarter. Todd County combined for 6 points in the first half. That's all they had in the first half. The third quarter, they picked it up. They outpaced themselves with 8 points, but after that, that was all she wrote because Franklin Simpson shut them out in the fourth quarter.
My word, that's incredible right there. Alexis Taylor for the Lady Rebels averages 17 points.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Our girls sit at 20-2 on the season, atop of the standings of the 4th region, and they have not and will not face second-place team Metcalfe County in the regular season. They came away with an emotional double overtime victory over third-place team Barron County 55-49 just 6 days ago, where we were behind at the half. TV, man, what happened there heading into double overtime?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing, what I was saying, I mean, that Barron County, to give them their credit, they were a very good physical team with us, and our team just, when it came to the closing moments of the first, the end of regulation and the end of the first quarter, we had just costly turnovers, but then we had Vanessa Ray really just step it up. She came out big with a layup and double overtime. She scored 15 points in that game.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Are you looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust it.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
They're well coached, and they are.
Hey, Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
turn up their volume too.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a chance on us.
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done to give me that feeling.
Looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
So I'll tell you what, let's hit the Lady Rebel starters first. They're going to be.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot, just like the fajita. I write what I live, my life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Are you looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services.
Hey, man, how you feeling about this one?
I mean, I expect kind of the same dominance as we saw before. What we kind of saw the game plan of Franklin Simpson last time defensively to keep Alexis Taylor in check. They had Larisha guarding her and did not really allow any switches off from her, and that's kind of what hampered Alexis Taylor the whole game. And then offensively, we know that front court of Larisha and Chloe can go to work at any moment of this game. Vanessa with the burners can score at will when it seems in transition, just outrunning everybody on the court. And so I think we're just hoping to see and looking to see another dominant performance by this Lady Cat team as they continue to go through this district play.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, the PA's running a little late on this one. He's getting some nachos, it looks like, down there. He's worried about the cheese before he's worried about these starters getting going. But I'll tell you what, Todd County Central rolling out the lights and the smoke and everything again here for the Lady Rebels. As we're getting ready to get started on announcing these Todd County Central Lady Rebels and as well as our Lady Cats. We were talking about the speed of Vanessa Ray there just a moment ago. The speed of Vanessa Ray, you take away Larisha from the scenario. The speed of Vanessa Ray changes things. It absolutely changes things on an astronomical level for girls basketball in general, because there is not many girls that have that speed, period. You got to go out to a track and field meet to see anybody even remotely close. She is, what, top 10 last year in the state, I believe, on track and field.
Yeah, I know they made it to state in the 4x1. I can't remember in the 100 or 200 goes, but I mean, if you look at her in the court, it seems like there's nobody that can match anything that she does as she's zooming down the court, even with the ball.
Yes, and there's our Tennessee Tech signee, Larisha Cawthorn, getting announced. The fantastic junior, Chloe Smith, announced. Also a big-time softball player. Looking forward to softball season, seeing what she does. I'll be with you on those softball and baseball calls. as I'm just filling in tonight for our friend Tyler Eaton. And the lights go out. As we're all set here for the main event. Second matchup of the night. And I'll tell you what, this is fun. I like this right here. The lights go out, the spotlights go on, and they've got the smoke, the lights. They've got this, their Todd County Central thing up on the stage. We talked about it to lead off the boys' game, but this is great.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. It's kind of, like I said before, it's kind of like that Russellville feel where they show out for their players, and I mean, the smoke, and I wouldn't doubt it at some point if their budget gets big enough that they have pyro coming out from the ground as well.
This is less and less like a girls' high school basketball game, and more like a WWE entrance.
Oh yeah, for sure.
As it continues to go on. But man, as you said, I love them showing out for them. I mean, they very well may never have another experience like this again in their lifetime. I never experienced anything like it. Shout out Mr. Daugherty from when I was in high school. Mr. Daugherty would announce our names, and his announcing style was a bit like Ben Stein. You know who Ben Stein is for Dry Eyes, Try Clear Eyes guy? His would be like number 14, Cody Schuler, and you wouldn't get anything more than that. So this is great. I love it. This is a good time. Exciting for our girls basketball. As we're all set to tip off, Larisha's all set. As there's just no attempt right there from the Lady Rebels, and they're just going to give it to over the left side. Whoop! The three is off the mark. And Lanai Brown's got it right back outside. Over to Ray, back over to Brown. Inside two. Nope. They looked. Oh, that 3-point attempt is blocked.
And here, I mean,
Jasmine Savage, pardon me. I called her Lanai. The runner is off the mark, but here comes Larisha Cawthorn pushing, and she's going to look down low to Brown. Brown loses it, but tries to go back up with it, misses the attempt. Savage. There goes number 23 off the mark, Vanessa Ray. Up the right side now onto the wing there for the Lady Rebels. They're going to try to get into an offense.
Yeah, they're going to have to move the ball around to really get the ball inside against, that front court, Larisha and Chloe that seem to be able to block shots at will.
I can't tell if they're just not getting a bunch of ball movement, or if we're just in a extended 2-3 zone. Now we're in man-to-man. Big-time block there by Larisha Cawthorn. And the Lady Rebels are first on the board there. As number 3, Catherine Ballard gets the short jumper to go.
Yeah, just wasn't able to secure the defensive rebound after the tremendous block.
Chloe Smith lines up the 3. Oh, and it's just short.
We talked about that last broadcast of Chloe, hitting a couple threes here and there. I want to say she's made 4 on the season or so, and would love to see her just connect on a couple more of those.
Absolutely. Another big-time play there. And here they come pushing it up. The long jumper goes in there for number 23, Vanessa Ray. Back out up top, moving ball now for the Lady Rebels. The runner for number 10 to the Rebels. Jordan Shimwell off the mark, but there is a foul call there on number 22, Jasmine Savage.
And right now, this Franklin Simpson team just kind of looking a little lackluster. It seems kind of the pace is kind of slow-esque for this what we're used to seeing for this Franklin Simpson team.
It sure is. This is as Shimwell goes to the line, sinks the first one, 2-3 ball game now, and into the game. Naja Nolan, the senior, comes in for Lanai Brown.
And again, love to see Naja back out there again after missing a lot of the season due to injury.
Chloe Smith, after the second free throw, is also sunk, goes in. Miss Ray lets it go. Rebounded by Chloe Smith, but knocked away. Tell you what, the Lady Rebels have looked very good so far through this one. Not the 14-point outing that we saw. Shimwell gets into the lane, a big-time hop step and one.
That was an athletic play by Shimwell. I mean, it was little up and under as she was driving through the lane and took the contact, and a wise timeout by Franklin Simpson, because I don't think I've ever seen this team really push the pace against Franklin like this before.
I don't think I have either. That was something else. We came into this one expecting pretty much the opposite of what we've seen so far. 14 points for the entire game the previous time that these two teams played, and they are on their way to the free throw line right now for an and one to get half of that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely break that and then some. And again, if you're Franklin Simpson, I think you're the coaches, you're Jermaine, you're Coach Taylor. I mean, you are getting into your girls and telling them, hey, we got to buckle down, nip this in the bud right now, and not allow them to go on more of a run than what they are now.
Absolutely. Coach Jermaine very animated down there in the huddle that time as Shimwell goes to the line for one. And we'll see as she sinks it. 7-2 ball game, 5:23 to go here in the first as Chloe sends it in to Larisha.
And I think in this half-court set, that's kind of where Franklin has struggled all year, is in the half-court set, getting the ball down low to Larisha.
Off the mark there by Nasia Nolan. Jump ball on the rebound attempt there by Smith. And it goes to the Lady Rebels.
You know, speaking of Larisha, she averages 21 points a game, but those numbers kind of fool you because in district play, she plays probably 2.5 quarters, maybe 3, because of the way this team is blown out other teams. So,
yeah, what could easily be 30 plus has been dialed down there, and that 3-point basket is short and bounces into the short corner. Going to be Lady Cat basketball.
But no short of scoring for her. I mean, in that Russellville game, she did pass that 1,000-point mark for Franklin Simpson specifically.
Yes. Larisha, just a generational type player that you don't get, and just a fantastic young lady also. She's trying to get posted up down low. Out there to Nasia. Naylor's got it in the corner. She's going to send it. Oh, now they get it inside to Larisha, and she's off the back iron. Chloe keeps it alive. Up and good, and the foul. Chloe Smith fighting for the rebound.
In this season we've talked about we need somebody to come along Larisha and to produce that scoring that sometimes can be left there, especially when you play against those tougher teams.
She lines it up but misses the free throw attempt. That foul was on the Lady Rebels, Chloe Collins, as here comes Shimwell right back up the middle, and she's going to pass it over to Alexis Taylor. Taylor's going to dribble into the middle of the lane, goes right at Larisha, but unable to get it over her. And here comes Lanaya. She's going to go to the right side of the basket, and it's going to be off the mark. Larisha's fighting for the rebound, and Shimwell's got it. She's pushing back the other way. Chloe cuts her off, and here comes a runner by number 3. Catherine Ballard off the mark, rebounded by the Lady Cats, and they're going to send it over to Nasia. Nasia for 3. Count it. Splash. 7-7 ball game. 3:45 here to go in the first. Lady Cats right back in this one. They have buckled down since the timeout and evened up this one. Mark on the 3-point attempt. Fast basket right there, and there's another turnover by the Lady Rebels. Lanaya Brown's got it, and she's looking to push. Oh, and there's a 3-point attempt. Splash. Jasmine Savage gets it to go. 10-7 Lady Cats. Just like that. TV, man. We were a little bit,
Hey, Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
Savage, I believe, led the team in 3-point makes last year. I think she had 67 3-point shots made last season on the year, and shot at over a 40% clip. She was just terrific from 3 last season. That's big-time basketball. From a junior then, now a senior, Vanessa Ray. They're really going to look to her. Shimwell is really doing some great work up around the top of the key. She's been able to outmaneuver our opponents a lot so far as the foul goes on. Jasmine Savage, that's her second one. That could be a little bit of trouble for our Lady Cats as Chloe Smith is set to come in for Jasmine Savage, excuse me. Shimwell sinks the free throw.
And, for Shimwell, I know she didn't show up on the stat sheet in the last game, but she was the one that created a lot of the offense for Alexis Taylor because she's the one primarily handling the basketball. And right now she's attacking, going right out. This Franklin Simpson calls that for them is perfect for their game plan to kind of slow this game down and keep it within arm's length.
Absolutely. Jordan Shimwell averaging 8.7 points per game just as a freshman. She's been super aggressive as the Lady Cats get it down in the corner. Deja out to Brown. Brown sets it up top, looking to run the offense down into the corner. Back out. Now down low to Chloe Smith. She's going to look. She's going to find Nolan in the corner. Back out up top to Brown. Brown's going to look to number 12 down low. Off the mark. Rebounded by Larisha Cawthorn. Put back up and in. And look, that's going to be Larissa's first basket of the game so far.
And they're going to need to get her going. Start getting on a little run here for Franklin Simpson.
Absolutely. 12-9 ball game, under 2.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Chloe Collins over to Alexis Kay. Kay's got it. Oh, throws it away, trying to get it down low to her running mate, Malaya Merriweather. Back into the game now, number 23.
And you already see the coaching strategy, bringing in Majayla Butler. We talked about Xavier Hampton being that defensive anchor for the Franklin Simpson team, the boys team. Majayla Butler on Shimwell, seeing that she's kind of already in her little scoring fits, putting her on her.
Absolutely. Majayla got it over on the side. Up top to Chloe Smith. Look and try to get it into the paint, but just not happening so far. You got a turnover there for the Lady Cats. Right back at him, though. Steal for the Lady Cats. Pushing up the middle there is Kay. Over to Smith. Smith. Whoa! Questionable call there. Offensive foul on Chloe Smith. Chloe's first foul. Lady Rebels trying to get it inside. Looking like they're setting up full court man press now. Hanging back a little bit is Ray. Off of Shimwell. Shimwell has been very crafty so far. Over to Alexis Kay. On around. Number 12. Demia Garrett. Picked up. And it's going to be an easy, wide-open layup for Larisha Cawthorn off the steal. She's going to hand it over to Garrett. Shimwell's got it. She's going to slow it up yet again. 14-9 ball game, 1 minute to go here in the first quarter. Over to Collins. Collins got it out to Kay. Kay's going to look to send it into the corner over to Shimwell. Shimwell's jab step going nowhere. They're kind of holding this one a little bit. They're not looking to get up a quick jumper. 45 seconds to play here in the first. Slowing this one down. Kay gets into the lane, but picks up her dribble. Guarded by Cawthorn. Back out up top to Shimwell. Shimwell's got it. It's slowing the pace here.
And notice they have Alexis Taylor out on about near half court, trying to draw Larisha out there to get rid of that shot blocking in the paint.
Absolutely. Alexis Kay, though, she's not playing scared at all. Where to go? 14-11 with 10 seconds to play here. Here comes Vanessa Ray right up the middle. Over to Butler. Over to Cawthorn. She's going to spot up 3. Oh, off the back iron. Chloe Smith rebounded up and in. And that's going to spell the end of the first quarter here. About the time that the Lady Rebels get it to go. 16-11 here at the end of the first quarter. Lady Cats, slow start. But I tell you what, they got it together just as quickly as we said something almost. As we said, not nervous, just unusual for them. It felt a little unorthodox getting started. And this is something that we're not necessarily used to seeing, especially against a team in Todd County Central Lady Rebels that they held to 14 total points the last time they faced off one another. So we're sitting here 16-11, heading into the second quarter. The second quarter is brought to you by, if I can find that, oh man, there it is. The second quarter is brought to you by Wilkins Eye Care. At Wilkins Eye Care, we love the Lady Cats and support all the players and coaches eye care needs. They are accepting new patients, so give them a call at 270-776-2020 to make an appointment with Wilkins Eye Care in Franklin, Kentucky. I can speak from personal experience. Wilkins Eye Care and Dr. Wilkins is a fantastic office there. Appreciate them and what they do. TV, first let's talk about the positives. What did you like from the Lady Cats in that first quarter?
I mean, offensively, they had that slow start, but they showed their dominance there offensively, shooting the ball well, hitting a pair of threes early on, and they started to kind of find a rhythm to getting the ball inside, which has, again, been the harder part of the season when teams basically pack the paint and have 5 people in the paint.
Absolutely. That has been the calling card so far for everybody. Woohoo! Vanessa Ray splash from 3. As Shimwell gets it going right down the middle of the floor into the lane and gets a foul right there. They're going to call that one on number 2, Sanaya Down.
I think in Shimwell, I mean, that's been their calling call this quarter. That's kind of what's kept this team in the game. They're not putting up too many shots, but her ability to drive the ball, if she makes the first one, her ability to drive the ball and create these fouls has really changed the perspective of the game that last time, I mean, it was just blown out of the water.
Absolutely. Shimwell, she makes the second one. She has looked like a fantastic player so far here. To be just a freshman, she has handled the ball. I mean, she's got it on a string, and she has been able to get to the basket almost at will as the three-point attempt by Brown is off, or Downey, excuse me. Vanessa Ray gets the rebound, though, and strong move to the bucket to get it put back up and in.
And they switch Majayla Butler on Shimwell.
Jayla Butler able to stick by her that time. Lanaya Brown guarding the Lady Rebels. Off the mark there for Jemiah Kay. Over to the right side. Brown's got it. Out top to Vanessa Ray. Whoa, just short, but rebounded by Butler. Oh, Brown gets it inside and fouled on the attempt. The foul there was on number 3, Catherine Ballard. First of the quarter. Shimwell looks like she's going to come out of the game. Some well-deserved rest. She is winded. That young lady is gassed. She took about 3 or 4 deep breaths right there. As Brown is off the mark on that one.
I mean, you talk about when you're going up against these Franklin Simpson Lady Cat guards, I mean, and about 3 or 4 of them can switch defensively and play big minutes. It's hard to really catch your breath against them.
Absolutely. You know, I have to admit, sometimes when it comes to our Lady Cats, I become a little bit of a watcher here. So I apologize if I get a little bit tongue-tied from time watching these girls because they're just so fun. I have so much fun watching as a girl dad. I have grown to understand the emotion and the feeling behind all of these things because these girls are fun to watch. They get up and down the court, they score the basketball, and more than anything, TV, they're fighting, man. They're fighting out there each and every possession. They're not just out there just flippantly doing anything. They have a point to each and every little thing that they're doing, and they're fighting for the basketball out there, and they are wanting to win each and every possession. Not just the game, every possession.
And you can instill that to Coach Taylor since she's been here. You know, her impressive record, especially within region play, only losing a couple of games in her tenure here. And she's really instilled the energy, and defensively, they get that spark offensively because of what they do defensively, and that's not what you typically see of teams like this that can just have this firepower offensively.
Absolutely. Shimwell still on the bench as Lanai Brown misses the free throw. Alexis Taylor gets it, and she's going to bring it up the floor now. You know, I would imagine that Alexis Taylor's used to earning her living around the basket, and they've had her outside as Garrett is off the mark on the three. And here comes Vanessa Ray. I mean, her just get up and go, her get off on that line, man, it's just fast.
Yeah, it is.
Brown got it, sent it over to Downey. Downey back out to Brown, round to Ray. Into the corner there to Nolan. Nolan's going to bring it out up top. They are sinking in that 2-3 zone big time. They apparently have watched some tape because they are just doing a sunk-in 2-3 zone. They are better, but Jemiah Kay, she's going to the line. Sinks the first one, ties it up, and it's good. And here comes Shimwell, the freshman, back into the game for the Lady Rebels.
You know, this Franklin Simpson team, I mean, on a 9-3 run so far, barring this free throw, 9-4 run. Again, their calling card has been their defense this year. They're ranked in the I can't remember the exact rank. Larisha bombs a three.
Deep three. Off the mark, but I tell you what, we ran it down. Nolan's got it. Into the lane there is Brown. Into Larisha. She's got it in the lane. Fouled on the shot attempt, though. She's going to head to the line for two.
And that's that's been the big thing for this Lady Cat team, getting Larisha the ball in the paint, not having to make her work as much on the perimeter, trying to get it.
Absolutely. The foul there is on number 12, Demia Larisha. Eyes it up. Gets the free throw attempt to fall. Larisha has certainly got it going now. As here comes Majayla Butler into the game for Sanaya Downey.
Right now, this Todd County team just hasn't been able to get too many shots up in the quarter. So Larisha makes the second one. I mean, they are 0 for 2. Obviously, they made 4 free throws. So they've driven the ball a couple times, but outside of that, just not finding many opportunities to score.
Majayla locked in on defense on Shimwell right there. I mean, that is laser focus. And she's attached to her hip. It looks like she's taken that assignment very seriously right there on that trip down the floor. And now she's down low on the assist from Larisha Cawthorn. Oh, and Majayla is attached to Shimwell now. I mean, beautiful defensive stance. Oh, Shimwell gets past her that time. Walk. But they call the offensive foul that time to make up for it. The shot fell there for Shimwell. She took an extra step there, but they called the offensive foul on her. Call that one what you will. Bit of a makeup, I guess, as Larisha's going to bring it up.
And that's what that's what we talk about, how defense just brings the energy for this team, and they just kind of spark it.
Yep. Ray gets the short jumper to go. They are in a groove now. 4:20 to go here, 31-15. Majayla Butler on her hip. Man, that right there, that's been the change so far. If you want my opinion on it, as number 2, Jemiah Kay gets it to fall. Larisha bringing it up the floor again. And if you notice, whenever Larisha brings it up the floor, as get the turnover, but good job running it down there by Vanessa Ray. Picks off the.
Again, this Franklin Simpson team has kind of gotten back to the mean of their defense and really slowed down the scoring for this Todd County team.
Absolutely. Larisha doing what she does best, driving to the basket right there. Good-looking jump stop. Made sure to come down on both feet and did not allow any kind of a question about whether she was 1-2 stepping it or not. Oh, Jemiah Kay flips it up there, just kind of flippantly. Gets a foul call on number 12, Majayla Butler.
You know, we talk about, this Lady Cat team, and one of the great things about this team is that they don't really allow other teams to get many shots up. I mean, in that first quarter, Todd County only shot 7 times. Now, in this quarter, I mean, they've shot many free throws, so they've gotten to the foul line, but they've only had 4 attempts on that as well. So, I mean, it's really hard to kind of come back in a game and get something going if you can't consistently get good looks up at the basket.
Absolutely. Kay had the first one fall. She lines up the second one and gets it to fall also. 33-19, 3:24 to go here in the second period. Larisha's bringing it up the floor. And TV, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but whenever Larisha brings it up the floor, they are extending that 2-3 zone a bit more. This game, Larisha gets the putback to go off the miss from Ray. Timeout, Lady Rebels. 35-19, and we have certainly seen the Lady Cats get into an absolute groove here. We've got Jasmine Savage on the bench, and I won't lie, it worried me just a little bit because she is our best outside shooting presence. But what we've seen is the difference between the very start of the game as to now. We've seen the Lady Cats begin to get those 10-footers and then fight for rebounds whenever they've missed them. And that's what's got them to this 35-19 advantage with 3:09 to play here in the second quarter. What have you liked so far in the second quarter?
I mean, obviously, the offensive rebounding has been killing Todd County. 9 offensive rebounds in the half for this Franklin Simpson team. They're winning the rebounding battle 17-7, and Larisha is really starting to come in her own in this quarter, shooting 3 for 4. 8 over 12 points have come in the second quarter. So they're finding her in the paint more often. She's getting good looks, rebounding the basketball, as she always does, a double-double machine. And again, that's kind of the turnaround offensively. That's what it done. And then obviously defensively, Majayla Butler has done a good job on Shimwell this quarter.
Absolutely. Majayla Butler's presence on Shimwell cannot be understated. If you're watching the ball game with us on Franklin Simpson Channel 9, it cannot be understated how locked into Shimwell that she is, because Shimwell is exactly who was getting this ball game moving for the Lady Rebels, as they get another drive to the basket from Jemiah Kay, and the rebound attempt is knocked out of bounds there by Chloe Collins.
And again, even with Majayla guarding Shimwell, we have other guards, Vanessa, Lanaya, that can all just guard. It seems like any guard that's on the court.
Absolutely. Short corner jumper there by Ray. Missed. Fight for the rebound. Going to be a jump ball there between Alexis Taylor and Larisha Cawthorn. Lady Rebel ball.
You're saying that full court pressure and really not allow anything to go for this Todd County team.
Absolutely. Chloe Collins got it. She's bringing it up the floor against Lanaya Brown. Poked away just a little bit, but she picks it back up on the right wing now. Dribbling back around the top of the key. A lot of dribbling there, not a lot of ball movement. And the Lady Rebels have only had success on the offensive end whenever they have had some ball movement and then drive to the basket. Shimwell's got it against Vanessa Ray. She's got it between the legs. Deep three. Off the mark. Rebounded by Larisha, and she's going to outrun everybody super quick. She's going to get all the way to the basket. Oh, but it's off the mark. Ray comes around with it, though. Out to Brown. Back to Ray. Into the corner. To Downey. Down to Brown. And pass is going to get away, but Larisha's got it. To Downey. Down to Brown. And pass is going to get away, but Larisha's got it. She's picking it up. Back out to Ray up top. Now they're going to set up and run the offense, it looks like, in that 2-3 zone. Try to move the ball. There to the short corner goes Larisha. 15-foot jumper. Off the mark. Brown's got it. Putback is off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Brown has got it. Tipped out. Going to stay with the Lady Cats.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Offensive rebounding for this team is kind of what's going to always be in their favor. They're never out in the possession, even when they're not getting shots to fall. And sometimes their percentages don't look the best because of it. But then again, you take those possessions and you're like, hey, we still scored out of them.
Absolutely. Talia Spencer into the ball game for the Lady Cats for the first time. Short corner jumper by Vanessa Ray is good to go. Vanessa Ray, have yourself a ball game, young lady. She's got a few buckets to fall in this first half. 1:30 to go, 37-19. Alexis Taylor splashes a three for the Lady Rebels. 37-22. Lady Rebels, I've got to give them a little bit of credit. They have come to play in this one. They have not backed down at all. They've made some adjustments from the last time we saw them. Three-pointer, splash, Nasia Nolan. 40-22. Minute to go. Jemiah Kay. Oh, Vanessa Ray. Oh, she had one right there. Man, the anticipation that she had, and the Franklin crowd is letting the referee hear it this time.
Yeah, I thought she picked her pocket real clean. And, you know, if she would have got that ball, she's off to the races. Nobody's catching up to her.
Nope. You would need a sprinter in here to catch Vanessa Ray. And I still don't know if they could have run her down. Oh, and that one's poked away. We've got a heading the other way. There goes Majayla Butler. She's going to go all the way to the basket, and it is knocked out of bounds by Shimwell.
And, you know, we've talked about it. Majayla Butler not up there on the team as far as offensive talent goes as scoring the basketball, but defensively, I believe she's the best defensive guard that we have on the court.
I tell you what, she's showing that here tonight. Nolan, shot fake, one dribble, drains it. Puts us up to a 20-point lead now. 40 seconds to play here. Shimwell dribbles it down quickly to the other end. Majayla Butler locked in again. Shimwell with the runner off the mark. Butler with the rebound out to Brown. She's going to send it down low. Nasia Nolan gets it to fall. The Lady Cats have arrived.
Gosh,
here comes Kay. Kay with the runner. Gets the bank to go. Going to be 10 seconds to play. Here comes Brown up the court. She's going to send it over to Downey. Downey sends it over to Brown. Over to Nolan. Back out to Brown. 2-1. Brown. It's good. Count it. 46-24 as the runner goes. And our girls are fired up right now. What a scene here at Todd County Central High School. Nasia Nolan has been on fire with this one. And I tell you what, just good-looking basketball from our Lady Cats that whole second quarter. Wow. A 46-24 lead as your second quarter tonight was brought to you by Wilkins Eye Care. At Wilkins Eye Care, we love the Lady Cats and support all the players and coaches' eye care needs. We are accepting new patients, so call us at 270-776-2020 to make an appointment with Wilkins Eye Care in Franklin, Kentucky. This has been a good one so far. A little bit of a slow start, but man, did they more than make up for it. 46-24. It's halftime at Todd County Central High School. I'm Cody Schuler, and you got TB.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Are you looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services at 9 a.m. where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m. where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. You have people who need you. You need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin was a great fit to help build a team and a culture that just kind of resonated with both of us.
They took a
It's not a banking relationship, it's a personal relationship.
That's the most important thing to me about doing business with a bank is to have trust and faith in the people you're dealing with. And the people at Franklin Bank do every bit that needs to be done.
Hey, Mr. Smith, what was that call about last Friday night?
Well, Doc, I thought he crossed the line.
I'm pretty sure everyone in the stands thought you were the one that crossed the line with that call.
I guess I get that all the time, Doc.
Well, I'm glad you finally came in here to get your eyes checked at Wilkins Eye Care.
And like I said, I hear that all the time.
Go, Cats!
Wilkins Eye Care, 705 North Main Street, Franklin, Kentucky.
they have some totals for you. Larisha, 12.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
And, I mean, it's, again, a tale of two quarters defensively and offensively.
Yes, almost a lot like our boys' team earlier in the night, where that whole first half they spent locked in defensively, and then the third quarter came out firing on offense. And we've seen a whole lot of the very same thing just now in the first quarter. It was a defensive.
I don't do the most, but I do a lot. I'ma make a toast, cause we still alive. No big, I feel like Pac. I shoot a shot. I'm coming in hot. Yeah, coming in hot. Just like the fajita. I write what I live. My life in the speaker. I'm nice with the flow.
Are you looking for a place to connect, grow, and worship? Discover Franklin First United Methodist Church in downtown Franklin. Join us every Sunday for 2 uplifting services. Experience our traditional service at 9 a.m., where hymns and heartfelt messages bring our community together. Or come to our contemporary worship service at 11 a.m., where you'll find a lively atmosphere filled with modern music and inspiration. No matter where you are on your faith journey, there's a place for you here. Join us this Sunday at Franklin First United Methodist Church. We can't wait to welcome you home.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
We've been with Franklin Bank since '92 because we trust them.
Franklin.
The field 2 for 2 from 3.
4 for 5 from the field. She's played in 4 games this season. 4. And for her to come in and do that as a senior, whenever her team needed an absolute kick in the pants, she's done it. And she has been absolutely fabulous. I don't know what they're doing right now in that locker room, but I guarantee they're hyping her up. They're hyping her up saying, all right, let's go do it again, sis. Let's go get these buckets. Let's go do this thing right now. Because that was a flat out, the one play that